Spend a half an hour every morning in quiet time. There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're gonna get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Goals becoming you.
What is one of the most important lessons in Hollywood that everyone should know?
One of the most important lessons in life that you should know is to remember to have an attitude of gratitude, of humility. Understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine, it's been given to me by the grace of God. Use what I have, use what you have. Sound like your mom, right?
Yeah,
I saw you listen. I just felt you. He was like,
you about to tell me use my imagination. I'm very creative.
You obviously are very creative. To help others. You know, who you, on your last day, you can't take it with you.
Yes, that is true.
But you can leave it here.
True.
You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse.
Yo, hold on. That's a bar. Hold on. That's a bar.
You can run with that. You'll never see, what I say?
You never see a U-Haul behind a hearse.
So I'm going to keep it short. Number one, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still call it beauty shops now? What they call it now? Yeah, I was sitting in the beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time she looked up, every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. And I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil, I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975, she said, boy, you are gonna travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now mind you, I was flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and she's telling me I'm gonna travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me and what she told me that day has stayed with me since. I've been protected, I've been directed, I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God.
This world is kind of a crazy place, so how do we keep the faith to keep on fighting for what feels right to us and for what we want in life?
Spend a half an hour every morning in quiet time first. Don't go.
Yeah.
Don't go. We're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do. You do it. Start with 5 minutes. Don't turn on any lights. Put your feet on the floor. Take some deep breaths and say thank you. And then just be quiet. You'll find it very hard to do. When you get quiet, you start to hear things. Take time with yourself, alone with yourself.
But we need goals. We need models. We need heroes. And
Dreams without goals
come
are
on,
just dreams.
come on.
And ultimately, they fuel disappointment.
Exactly.
On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply. This all comes from Pastor Bernard. I just stole it.
It sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar. You must apply discipline,
Discipline, come
but
on.
more importantly, Consistency, because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but hey, I'm telling you, embrace it, because it's inevitable. And I should know. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed, and I prayed. But I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.